to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Simmons. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Dickens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the 1st down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground, it's Durham. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Weaver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Foster. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. The give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Let's it fly. strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Man, welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on!
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Simmons.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a 1st down.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Looking for room. It's Dickens. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Foster. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Man, it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Bring in the heat. Complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. We'll give them a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Pulls it in, it's Berry. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple of yards and turn it into a big game. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Foster. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On the run, it's Dickens. Got room to work. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Pass interference. Defense. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and stretch.
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right?
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exact.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space. It's ball. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air, it's Foster. Got it in the middle, it's Ball. Wide open, touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Dickens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll do it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Foster. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ball. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To the air, it's Foster. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Foster. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They want to throw it. Got his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Weaver. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And they'll knock him down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Foster. Plucks it out of the air.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. That's caught. It's ball. And that is how we will wrap this one up. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, but they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.